Good morning, Vinod Kumar Vetrari. Welcome to Politics with Vinod. It's very interesting to know about the life of Mr. Nehru, and that too when we read the one of the best sellers regarding his life written by, yes, the great Nehru, and that the book is Nehru, the Invention of India. It's quite interesting to read. We get to know about different facts and aspects of the life of Mr. Nehru, how he has led his younghood, his adulthood, and his education, his family, his familial affairs, as well as the political views and the national social views that he has kept throughout his life. And it's very interesting. I would rather suggest the people who would love to know much more about his life to read the book written by Mr. Tarur. It becomes a little bit more, interesting and funny to some extent. I say to know much more about the very strange and queer happenings in the life of Mr. Nehru. And that's why this book is very, very important. We get to know about a lot of facts, what exactly have happened in the life of Mr. Nehru during his childhood, at the time of his birth, after his birth, and while he was in London, in Harrow, as well as in Trinity, while he was studying over there, and what kind of friendships and relationship which he had built during his studies over there. And the book has 10 lessons, chapters, which starts from "With little to command me" from 1889 to 1912. And that starts, let me read that sentence from where the book begins. In January 1889, and so the story goes, Motilal Nehru, the 27-year-old lawyer from Allahabad in UP, traveled to Rishikesh's town holy to Hindus up in the foothills of Himalayas on the banks of sacred river Ganga. And it says that one, Motilal Nehru, the great father of Jawaharlal Nehru, the great grandfather of, yes, Indira Gandhi, was traveling to Rishikesh along with Madan Mohan Malaviya to meet a sage. Motilal Nehru was desperate because he had a lot more problems, like he had no child, and his wife had been recently died, and obviously he was a little bit more about more worried about his life, and anxious, much more painfully anxious, I would rather say, because of his life has no consistency in terms of his personal life. I would rather say that he was suffering from a lot more worries regarding his life, particularly because of the death of his wife and also the child. And it was really a sorrowful or a pathetic story before the birth of Jawaharlal Nehru. And let us in detail discuss these things in the coming videos. Thank you very much.